2, and 3. Okay, they're all held in British control right now. So your objective is you need to control all 3 objectives. Excuse me, all 3 objectives. Or, which is really easy, of course, is kill Wellesley. Sir Arthur Wellesley.
Okay.
The Duke of Wellington.
That's easy enough.
Which is my CNC. Okay? Okay, now, French Group 3, your blue guys. Your blue guys start with a reserve order. Okay, reserve orders basically means they don't do crap until you change their order.
Do I need to put a little token down for him?
Yeah, so if you want to grab one of these and then just flip it over to the reserve position, which is the X.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, my reserve unit is reserve unit...
NG Hub?
What?
Gear 77?
Yeah, 77. And my British Group 2, which is my green. My green is reserve. Okay. So then, now you for your rest of your units. Now, what it's saying in the rules is that once you take the objective, one of the objectives, or your unit gets attacked, you can change your orders.
So he stays the same until you attack him, right?
Or you take one of the objectives.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's really a bad deal for you. Well, 2 things is bad. One is we're not getting that unit into play. Number 2 is I have 3 units of cavalry, which if I decide to launch my cavalry against that unit, you're probably going to get slaughtered.
Okay.
Because reserve formations kind of really suck for everything. So what I'm thinking is, after this first turn, if you want to change orders, you don't have to. I will not change my orders until the turn after you change yours. Fair enough?
Yeah.
Because I am on... Unless, of course, you get into contact with me. Then they're going to change no matter what. Okay? Okay, so there's that. So let's go through. You get to choose the rest of your orders. And honestly, I'm assuming you're probably going to be on attack. So let's start with red.
Okay.
And then you just show them.
That is this one, right?
Yep.
And I can...
So that'll be green. So the whole entire brigade has it. So you're 11, your cav.
Oh, good.
1, okay, that's the best. Artillery.
That's
and
the
then
worst.
your other artillery. I thought it was 25, wasn't it? Or no? Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe it is. Okay. My units. Reserve, defend,
30, good.
defend.
48, better.
No, yeah, that's 50. Defend, 42. That one's reserve. 4. For right now, I'm going to... Actually, I'm going to put him here. And I'm going to put him at defend right now. And then blue is going to be at defend as well. And then the cavalry. Okay. I think that's it. Okay, so that's the orders. The first turn, we cannot change these orders.
Okay.
Because they're set and they're guaranteed that the orders have gone through. Afterwards, what happens with the orders is...
Just to clarify, according to the sheet here, if I have an attack order, I can either attack or change formation or move, right?
Yes.
So that order's not really changed. It's just deciding what I want to do with that order.
But the idea of an attack order is pretty much you're assaulting. Okay.
At this point,
You can do a maneuver order, which means you're moving from point A to point B, but you're not attacking.
okay.
You can still fire, you just can't melee. So on and so forth. Okay, so at the beginning of the turn, send dispatches. If we want to send a dispatch, we'll use one of these counters. Black is mine, blue is yours. If you want to change your orders. And then we'll move the commander in chief, and then you carry out the order. So we'll have to see if the actual order goes through, and then we'll check for if anybody's out of command. Okay?
Okay.
Event reaction cards draw a phase. Okay. That's when we draw cards. So let's start there. Now, basically, here's the gist: is I don't know if you want to keep your officers or not. They're not. What's going to happen is we'll go in order, and basically, there's 2 phases for it. So the first phase is okay. Whoever's got the highest number goes. Boom. You can move, shoot, melee, change formation, whatever. During that phase. Then we go through all the units. Then we go back around again to the second phase. So what that means is, so let's say you move, I can then shoot. Okay? But if you notice, shooting is not an action that you can do in the second phase of it. Okay?
Okay.
So now when you get into combat, these multipliers are going to play into factor with it. You have less firepower to shoot in columns. Line has more firepower, but I can't move. And if you form a line, let's say right here to get into a slugging match, if you then assault me and you push me back, then you could take my location. If I'm in line though and I'm in defend, I can't push past you. If that makes sense.
Yep.
Okay. So, really, I guess we just start doing it. I mean, I guess we're going to do our draw event cards. These cards also act as combat cards. Okay, now we're going to take a look at your CNC. Your CNC basically says how many cards you can have, which is your last box, which is your command, your leadership. Okay, how many cards can you have?
3.
3. Okay, that's your CNC. No, your CNC. Sorry, 4. So now the cards I give you now are just for. Here's 4. So to show you, these also act as the combat results. For these guys, ignore this column. This is all of the stuff that are basically your actions.
Okay.
Okay. So for my CNC, I can do 5. Okay. Now,
So if I'm playing against your movement, I would use one of these cards in order to do something, correct?
yeah, it's kind of like a, instant your value multiplier. Now you have 4 cards right now that you get extra. Okay, so you have 4 extra units in reserve. If you change the order on those, you'll lose those extra cards.
Okay, so just those being reserved gives me extra command.
Yes.
So
It's more flexibility. Okay.
Now, once you attack them, is that when it changes?
Yeah, if you change the order, they're stuck.
Okay.
They're really not doing anything unless you want to change formation. Okay, so, did you get your card? I got a card right over
Yeah, I got
Oh, you
8
got it.
cards.
Okay. Okay, so we'll begin this. Okay, the orders are in the back if you need to know the rest of the comments. So what we'll start out with then is the first segment of the action phase. So the turn sequence, first segment. So, does anybody have a 1?
Cavalry.
Okay, cavalry goes first.
They move 2.
They can move.
I think infantry moves 1, cavalry moves 2.
I think it's just 1. I think you can charge up to 2. Movement. Infantry in column or in open order and cavalry may move 1 hex. Unless they have a maneuver order, in which case they move up to 2 hexes in open terrain. So one movement.
So this is a maneuver order, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And instead of placing this as an attack, the first turn I have to do an attack, you said?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so we're going to move 1.
Oh, and by the way, I'm all on the crest of the hill for these guys. These guys I'm not. So just watch out for that.
Okay, 1 is done. Do I flip it now? Just to indicate it's done?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
I mean, they're going to get another movement. So. Okay, 2. Any 2?
Nope.
Any 3?
Nope.
4?
Nope.
5?
11 is my next one.
6? What about this guy?
11.
11? Okay, my next one is 10.
Okay, so you go next.
Hmm?
So you go next.
Okay.
12 or 11 now?
11, yep.
All right.
Oh, I didn't even look at my cards. Okay, I have a German card. I'm going to switch that if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I assume my commander comes with him.
Yes, yes, the whole entire unit.
Okay. 11's done.
12.
12's here. And I can I fire? And what's my range for artillery?
12, yeah. You can fire it in that.
Alright. And is there a range for artillery?
It says it on the card. So 4, 2, 1. 1, 1, 1.
Oh. What are you counting? 4, 2, 1. So 4 dice here?
This is 4 dice.
Or plus 4.
Plus 4.
Oh, okay. So it's a D10
Plus 2. Yeah.
plus 1. And I want to get an 11 or higher, right?
Yeah. Plus 2 plus 1. So who do you want to hit? Him? Him?
I'll hit him.
Okay.
Tough roll. Oops.
Okay, so you have a 3.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to start out with on the combat chart. It's actually really pretty simple. You have 3. Rank bonus for the firing units.
Plus 1.
Plus 1, that's 4. Okay? F is the fire value on the card. You have a plus 1, right? Because it was that far away. So you have a 5 now. Per gunner. You have 3 gunners.
Yep.
So you're up to 8. Per